Whenever you're ready.
Oh, that was the clapper pause. That was the ready. Amy, welcome. Amy, what's your role on this production?
I'm the rehearsal stage manager for Macbeth.
So stage management, the road to stage management. Can I ask you to cast your mind back to primary school years? Did you have any interest in the arts, whether it was in any part of the arts, whether it was acting, design, or stage management? We can talk about that now. But was there any inkling of interest in the arts in the primary school years?
We didn't have drama at school, so I didn't have any contact with that. All we did was art class, and I wasn't very good at that, so I didn't really know that it was something you could do. We did minor school productions, but yeah, it wasn't something that I thought I'd end up in.
So into secondary school, can you trace any subject that you were doing that would eventually lead into other areas? I mean, for example, were you interested in art and design or technical drawing or anything like that?
I was more interested in technical stuff to do with media and photography and film, so I had an interest in that kind of thing, but we again didn't do that at school, so that was more at home. And I started filming friends and editing videos, and that was my kind of interest that I found during secondary school.
So was that interest in photography and filmmaking as a filmmaker, photographer? Is that what it started in your teens?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, my dad was very into video and film, and so I suppose it came from him because he always used to film us when we were growing up, and yeah, I took an interest in that one day, and he taught me how to edit movies, and yeah.
So at the age of sort of GCSE age, where you're, the examination age, were you taking any qualifications that were related to what you would eventually do?
No. No, I took languages and sciences.
And so when you went to the sixth form, what did you do or the equivalent of sixth form? What did you study?
I took German, biology, maths, English, Spanish, and geography.
At A level?
Yeah.
You've got more A levels than I've got O levels.
Well, I did the international back.
Oh, you did the international, the IB, right?
Yeah.
At that point there, when you're travelling through sixth form years, when you were thinking about what you want to do in life, what was happening in your head?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure, which is part of why I took so many different subjects, because that was the theory that you could sort of do anything with it. But that was also the age I first came into contact with theatre, so I do remember being in a rehearsal room for the first time, and it wasn't like I didn't know it existed before, but I definitely didn't know it was an industry.
And are you referring to the stage management side, or are you referring to the design or the directing?
I was assistant directing a show, but it was my first sort of coming in contact with anything like that, and it kind of took me by surprise that actors were really acting. Yeah, so I just hadn't really been in that situation before.
And so thinking of university, what did you end up deciding to study?
I studied broadcast engineering because I was then still going down the media route, but I wanted to be on the technical side of things. So yeah, I did a BSc broadcast engineering degree. I
think with technical theatre stage management, there's this natural crossover to film and television as well. Do you have a preference in terms of looking at your career, looking ahead?
Between film and TV?
And theatre?
Yes, I would choose TV because I feel like it's more live, it's more as it's happening, and in terms of working on a project, I'd rather work on something short term that you go through the whole process within a couple of weeks or months, rather than, obviously not in every case, but films tend to be multiple years on the same thing. And I think actually TV is probably closer to theatre in that it is, or it can be live, and when it happens, it happens. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Do you still have the interest in photography and filmmaking?
I do, yeah. I haven't done very much in that direction since I left university, but it would still be something that interests me.
It's not. I think when young people are travelling through secondary school, it's often a career that's not really taught about because it's almost hidden in a way. But if you were advising 14-year-old who perhaps didn't want to act or sing or perform, but they were interested in making art or making theatre or making film, what advice would you give them to sort of help them with their ambition?
Yeah, do it. It doesn't happen just with the people who want to be seen. It happens with the people who don't want to be seen. And it takes just as much work behind the camera or behind the scenes or backstage as it does on the stage and in front of the lens. And it is an artwork to know how to make something look good, how to edit something or how to stage something. There's a lot of thought that goes into that process, and they can only do it if the other people are doing their job as well. So, yeah.
And so many universities and theatre schools have those courses in technical stage management, lighting design, directing, etc. now. So the options are there.
Yeah, definitely.
Amy, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.